spot. If you are already more than 30 points away, let's say, from first place, then you're going to be 60 points away from that threshold of the competition. And I absolutely love that from LGD. I can see why Maxman was a huge fan of LGD earlier on, but we'll go back to that later on.
Oof.
As we see Influence Rage up against Alpha 7, the Brazilians, fighting amongst each other on the eastern side, rather. Eastern side. That's the one.
DRX.
Sorry, the compass was all over the place.
Yeah, it was, but DRX are actually... Wait, where were they? They've had a late rotation from the south side over by Ruin, so they've come up right behind both the Brazilian teams, and this is the third party that they're looking for here. But actually, Influence Rage still up as a full squad. This is dangerous for DRX.
Okay, they managed to get the first one, but the question remains, will they actually go for a push outside the zone? It would be best for you to take care of it now before you start losing more time. But Lorenzen manages to get a knock in their turn. It is now a 3v2. DRX lose 2 all of a sudden. Law, what can you do? He's able to get the 5 off. He's able to heal. Diego's holding the ground. Able to also finish off those eliminations and secure them. Nade coming in. Maybe a little bit of damage. Not enough though! An Influence Rage! Move. There's a nade. Okay, good. Okay, so Tianba managed to push it, get out, and then go for another push again. Lorenzen, Law, and Diego in the 3v4, and then all of a sudden, it's a 3v2 in favor of Influence Rage. Are you kidding me? Rage unleashed on Sandhawk, and they get 8 eliminations.
Can't nade up onto this roof side here. So this is where Team Spirit might have the upper hand, but they have to be careful. Don't go in one by one. You've got them in a corner. Oh, doesn't quite get the shots. There we go. One goes down. That's the first one. Moving in together now. They're all in that one building, one nade, and they are toast. But Boy Donkey, they have nades as well. There we go. That's the first one. DBS coming on in. That's going to be not a second yet. The shots aren't hitting. Where are the shots?
They can't
all
get
of
in.
you.
The shotguns are too many. It's still a 4v2. The molly.
There we go.
Yeah, finally you managed to secure that last one. Boink dunk.
He's on that corner, he's on that rock, and he knows it. Nade is primed, and with all 3 APG players really close together, that could be good. Doesn't quite do anything, but Reefus will go on down. That's the first one. Up over the top with Zul, but it's not going to be enough. He's fighting on different angles. Molotov to block that angle. Really nicely played. Down he goes. Easily done for them, and that's going to be him. Actually just immediately just taken out there. WBG though, 33Z might have something to say about this.
This hillside up against the squad of Team Spirit. Ragey, unfortunately, they're just trying to crawl. The only person with eliminations on the team at the moment is currently on his knees and will be taken out by the zone, but the rest of the squad will be pushing and they will be annihilated in just a few short seconds. No, pressured by AJ. S12K versus S12K. AJ finally knows where he is. I thought he was looking at the room. Matt might have had a little bit of an advantage, but if that tries to go for the flag, AJ turns around and gets the elimination on Nomi. Also gets third-partied by Razy. And Team Spirit, they still managed to eliminate him. But we're not done with the fights just yet, because Weifu 33Z gets an elimination right before he bites the dust.
Into center zone. Look at them on the mini-map. They were able to take full control. The only thing that could, as I was gonna say, keep Team Spirit in the run of things is this fight happening. APG clashing against BTR on their side, right? This could give Team Spirit the opening they need, but it also could go very, very badly. APG have that sneak factor. Their bellies on the ground, just looking for those shots wherever they can find them. Sitar could have done good work, but he does get taken on out by Kitsune. So that's going to be his second elimination on the board here, but BTR could be in a world of hurt here, actually. Yes, they have the zone, but they don't have the position in between two teams. They're getting picked apart left, right, and center. That's going to be them almost gone, down to just a duo, down to the bottom. Doc needs to get 2. He doesn't even get the 1. He will go down. That's going to be the end of him. Yul as well. They're all gone. Federals not here to play. Effect is the next, but down they'll go. And Team Spirit, they're going to be ones to take this chicken dinner home. Sandhawk is theirs. And here we go once again, back from the break.
What's gonna happen this time around between these two squads? Thundertop Gaming and Alpha 7, AJ and Carrillo both go down. Tian now trying to take the fight, but it is gonna be Jing who gets flanked by Mafioso. 2v1 now. Squash and Mafioso up against Tianyu. Can he do it? Or will the Molly burn him to a crisp? He's stuck in that corner, unable to run away. Spam from the S12K. Just trying to get a little bit more damage onto Tian. Gets followed. Squash gets the elimination. Alpha wipe. Thunder Talk. They lose Carrillo only, but Tianba is here. This time, there are no slouches to this push. It is quick, it is clean, it is concise, but Band gets knocked down. Mafioso swings onto QZZ, gets another one. Mafioso helping to turn this fight around. Then all of a sudden, Tianba lose 2. And it's a 2v2 situation. 2v1, are you kidding me, Alpha? What is the story with Brazilians and wiping 2 squads in 2 minutes? This is the second time it happens from a different squad in a different game. On a different map. Tianba, what can you do? Aching not much to put forward an Alpha 7 with one hell of a highlight. Take us there, please.
I know, but oh well. Tian.
Okay.
No, things are happening. Tian moves in forward, gets taken out immediately. Hyunbin able to get him from behind a tree, man. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, okay, look, they were able to trade 1-for-1. We'll get back to that a little bit later, as now Hyunbin continues the fight. Hyunbin goes down. Tian able to crawl back and get to a position where he can get revived. DRX, so much pressure being applied by LGD. So is not able to help from that far angle. Sykes, what can you do? He's gonna try with this nade to see if he can maybe finish off that player that was knocked down. Not sure if the nade will be able to get there. No, it did not. And Tian will be revived if I'm not mistaken. And now they're gonna attempt to heal. Lots of damage coming in the second he peeks. And they're still in the zone.
Wow.
DRX, my lord. LGD are cooking this game. They're on their 9th elimination. Looking for that double digit. Looking for that 10th. They want that final member of DRX, but he is not making it easy for them whatsoever. He is praying and spraying right now with that 4x M4.
And look, behind the rock, just barely outside his zone. He's really giving a run for their money. So as the hero of DRX right now, just holding him off, gets a knock. Could potentially... I mean, he's not going to do anything more from here, but he can just ruin their game as much as possible. And now WBG looking like they might want to have a say in what's going up above them. But order gets taken low. No one's in zone right now except for KN.
Yes, ma'am. Kinotrope are very happy with the hand that they have been dealt at the moment. So I was thinking, okay, well, it was nice while it lasted, but I'm still going to make this as long and as excruciatingly painful as possible for the side of LGD. Smoke, Smollies, and everything being thrown. Order and Weibo are taking a fight with Influence Rage. Tian thinking, I want this fight over. I want this fight done.
Whoa.
But 2 players of LGD go down. And I believe it was to a third party from Weibo. It wasn't a member of DRX. I think he might have been able to get 1 knock, but not all of them. DRX are out, and now we have our final 4. Weibo trying to see if they can get into the zone. Team Spirit looking for a back-to-back. They have been so quiet this entire game. They have 1 elimination to their name, and now they're in the 7th zone. And quite possibly, if they're able to take out Kinotrope, they can get a back-to-back.
They absolutely could, but Kinotrope, we've seen them change up the pace. Never mind. Nomi with the nades gonna get that opening knock. Nomi gets traded though, so that puts you back down to square one. Finale does go on down. Mark is made very, very low here, and this is where those nades just keep on coming in. Effect with the nade. Nasty work onto Mark here. Influence Rage do go out there. Kitsune able to pick up another point. Top 3 for them. Once again, where was this Team Spirit in PMSL CSA? This is looking like a back-to-back win if WBG aren't careful, but WBG look again with this fight. No, again with this fight. Look at it. They've been able to move in.
Now.
They do. Yeah. But they have that zone. They have the spread. Kitsune and crew might just go down here. Yeah, Sook able to get this spread. Oh, and gets it traded immediately here. KN just down to a solo. It allows Team Spirit to have a little bit of time to work here. It could go either way.
It really could. And Kinotrope, Ozzy-san, he's just trying to survive. He has nades, mollies, and everything being thrown from every possible angle. Still being able to survive this much pressure, this much damage. But it's fine, Team Spirit now. They're back to 3 players. And in fact, lovely knock onto order. He knows they have to take care of the possibility of a third party in order to secure this game, in order to get the first back-to-back. Is it possible? 4v1 essentially at this point. Ozzy-san from KN, phenomenal to stay alive up until this point and to secure top 3. But is it a top 2 or will 3-3Z survive just long enough to maintain that?
There we go.
Ozzy-san will be taken out. Yeah, Matic secures it, and now it's a 4v2. Yes, but I believe one of the players is knocked down. Sook, there is no chance of a revive. And the best thing for 3-3Z to do is, I mean, you can try the 1v4, but with them having the position, and then they can just chill, you could just die to the zone and not give them the points.
Yeah, at this point, well, I don't think it's going to be allowed now. Nomi in the vehicle. Oh, and he's going to give the point over. Maybe not. They now have that info, though. That was a valuable knock. He might get knocked, but that's what they needed to do. The nade is going to be coming through. Nomi might just give a point away to Weibo here. Possibly. Doesn't look like it did any damage. He's looking for that info, though. He really is trying to get that one Elim. Yep, there he goes. That's their 9th point on the board.
Is this possible?
Fair enough. He's not going to get the win, though.
You say that.
I say that.
I say that. Let's have a look. It's a 1v3. The zone is in favor of Team Spirit 100%. If one of them can stand behind one, I mean, I don't think he has any more nades. He only has 1 molly. He can only do so much in this situation. Yeah, it has to be denied that point. But I mean, if you can get more knocks, if you can get more damage.
Oh, careful!
If he's taking this fight, okay. Hold on. 1v4 to 1v2. But yeah.
I was very worried there for a second. GG's Team Spirit with our first back-to-back win of the event of PMHI. To try and make that push, especially with LGD. They got that 2-2 split either side of the river. Fabian now going up against Tianba. Osal getting taken out there, getting knocked down by Tianba instead. So there's a little bit of a trade going on, but that's going to be the flush. Who we got over here? Fabian going up against Milu. Milu naded himself in the last game. I just want everybody to remember that.
Why do you have to do him dirty?
Oh, and he's good. He's bringing it back. 1v2 to bring it back. Milu, I'm sorry. What a lad. Can he get the 1v3? If he gets the 1v3 here, DK, I don't know what to say. PMGC champions get 1v3'd by Milu, who naded himself in the last game. Would be crazy. Crazy turn of events. Crazy turnaround from game to game.
Right now.
Oh, and that nade looks good. Does get a little bit of that damage going. Can he get the second? No, he cannot. Milu cannot either! Chips!
Are you kidding me?
To the north side of Rostock, they do end up doing it, and it is going to be VPE versus A7. A7, I feel like, could definitely win this game if they can win this altercation here. Schweppes does go down. Mafioso now on point there with a double knock. Coming on in across the way. Can they do it? Yes, they can. A very easy sweep for A7 up and taking that vehicle from them. But now, again, these two teams going to be clashing here. Afu does go down. Team Spirit takes him out. Nomi could go down very quickly, though. That is going to be the finish if they can get it. No, they can't. Tian needs to go for that finish. Gets effect, but gets taken out himself. It's neck and neck here. Kitsune next on the board. Takes one. Gets that finish. Gets that Elim. Takes out Ling. And that is it. A full reset for Team Spirit. Unless Osal has anything to say about it. Matic does go down here. Noble with the nade. Could be huge. Doesn't do much. Nomi does get taken out there. Oh, that is a shame for Team Spirit because that could have been such a great full reset. What a way to start off game number 3, but nope. DK gonna have something to say about it. DRX getting wiped from the lobby so quickly.
Time because they're outside the zone or get a knock onto one of the people that is pushing them. Not able to. Now, Reject getting closer and closer for this push. Team Spirit, there's no opportunity for them to get in the vehicle and run away.
No.
Because all the other squads are waiting for them. Knock from Apollo signals the push for the rest of squad of Reject. You can see they're already getting in the cars. There's no need to provide cover as Matic is going to be on his own. Smoke on the left side. Just to delay the fish. Oh, Matic!
Whoa!
He gets one knock,
GG.
but okay, Julo's like, all right, calm down. Hold up. Kino Trope was eliminated, and DplusKia decide to full send. They want this fight. Knock onto King. Knock onto AJ maybe, but he does turn it around. He does go for the trade. It's 1-for-1, and all of a sudden it's Tianyu on his own. Then Nolbu. DplusKia survive on clutches in this game. They refuse to go down. And this is why they're one of the best teams in the world. You can never count them out. And BTR are sending it on that side of the map. And so
And Rejects!
Oh my god, the whole server's ending up here. This is not fair. This is not fair. You see how you need to take down these world champions? You need the whole server over here to fight them, to bring them to their knees. And they're still not all dead.
No, they're still fighting. There
Now
we
they
go.
are.
That's the last nade. The last nade to just take them out. But Sandstorm, what does this mean for WBG? Because they're the only team that didn't go for this. They know there's a big fight happening.
Oh, they're
Rejects,
over the moon.
they are zone, but not the control of it. This terrain gives them so much control over the rest of the other teams. And that's going to be Divine going on down. It's just Reiji left. Can he do something? He steps up. No, he cannot. Order gets the job done. 7 eliminations for WBG, and now it's just them and BTR.
Still Weibo are like, you know what, it doesn't matter, we have the advantage finally. Sook pulls up one more time, Federals gets the knock up to the first one, switches up, and now it's gonna be Order with that P90, absolutely shreds him. And there it is, finally. It was made incredibly difficult. In this fight, Team Spirit and DRX along with Void Donkey in 2 buildings next to each other. Oh, baby, this is gonna be spicy as Potato drops down. Not really gonna be able to do much except realize that there's 3 people in his building and go back upstairs.
Ooh,
Guys,
big
gentleman's agreement. How about that? Gentleman's agreement? Do we agree
Would
on
be
it?
nice.
I'm not sure.
Oh.
Potato, there's too many angles for him to watch out for.
What?
Is he gonna be able to get at least like 1 knock? I am surprised he hasn't been able to. Decides to jump out the window, goes down to the lower floor. I believe the players from DRX are perfectly capable of seeing him at the moment. Void Donkey though, Razak jumps into the fight alongside Potato and the rest of the Void Donkey squad. Sex has something to say about that though. As Hyunbin is knocked, it doesn't mean that he can't fight, but he will finally go down, and it is going to be Void Donkey who wins that skirmish. But we are not done just yet, as Team Spirit are also involved in this fight, and a nade dropped right next to Matic. Will be able to take him down, and all of a sudden Nomi is the last one left alive from Team Spirit. Weibo stole the elimination onto Matic and Kitsune. They took them away from Void Donkey. Every single point being stolen, and now Nomi just gets 1% entering right into the building. Nation will go to Ozi-san. The point will be in their favor. It's not gonna go to APG. Rufus, a little bit too excited there. APG are looking for another knock, but it looks like Revo will respond with a knock onto Top, who was a little bit overeager with that play. Mafioso now will also get knocked. Lots of damage onto Squash. Still no push from
Great
the Team
nade.
Squash again. Once more, the nades are dealing quite a bit of damage to the lineup of Alpha 7, but APG, you know there's only 1 member left alive in there right now. Get in there and secure that fight. Secure those points and secure this compound. You mentioned it, Nev. APG were the ones that have complete control over Rozak, but right now, well, they secured the final elimination. Now it's only Revo. Whip out those shotguns and go for that push. Secure that 4th elimination. And don't you dare get 1v4'd.
Well, Refus is just stepped a little bit too close to the sun there. There we go, gonna be able to heal back on up. Now the push happens, Doc goes in on his own, nearly got the docketing instead. LGD have control of the bridge, and that's not always a good thing. Who is from Tianba is doing some big drift there. That's gonna be aching, just clearing some tires there, GG's. But we go over to Tianba and Influence Rage. The two of them going head-to-head. Mealy does go down, unable to secure that 1v3 like last game, and that's going to be Tianba out down to a solo only. Influence Rage not caring who he back end because they're getting sandwiched very, very quickly here. We move over to top, getting absolutely taken out, destroyed here from that angle. And actually CD Alliance playing a very good game here. Where was this from them? Okay, never mind. Doc. Double nade. Doc with the double nade. I mean, I'm not even going to blame CD Alliance for that one. That was just Doc all over, so...
Influence Rage that seems to be in the best position in this zone. So Weibo will be in a little bit of a tough spot. How will they be able to deal with it?
Great nade from Law. Huge nade from Law. My goodness me. Influence Rage saw that they had a job to do, and by golly, are they doing it. Able to just clean them up, but there's one more team in the way of APG. Top goes down to the play zone here. So for APG, this might not be such a good thing. They also have LGD ahead of them. If Top goes out to the blue zone, there's nothing they can do. Doc goes out now. There's only one thing left to do, and that is Yul going to just gun it for the river, get in there, survive a little longer. Their game is effectively over at this point. 33 going on out there.
Oh,
WBG
hold on.
eliminated.
Yo. 7 eliminations on Vexy, 13 on
Wow.
Point Donkey. Okay, I mean,
Okay.
if I'm being honest, I feel like the alarm was snoozed multiple times, but they're finally awake, they're finally alive with this kind of performance. Could this be what brings them back? I mean, look, you're going to need a heck of a lot more points in the next 2 games as well to be relevant. But this is an amazing start right now for Point Donkey. LGD, INF, and Weibo. Or sorry, rather, Influence Rage, LGD, and Point Donkey will be the last squads alive. Influence Rage looking to get themselves even more eliminations and deny BD the opportunity to get more. They will get their 11th and their 12th. And they focus on Potato now. Last member of Live, I want to say, from the side of VD. But he goes straight into the embracing arms of LGD. And Afu will say, listen, you can run, you can hide, you can swim. But at the end of the day, you will be eliminated. And wait. We're terrible with the jokes sometimes, but it's fine. LGD and Influence Rage. MVN trying to hide in the bushes, trying to hide in the bit of the grass, but Lil Boy spots him out. And we were able to secure the kill. No, not able to secure the elimination there. Will be trading 1-4 now, but it's still a 3v2 in favor of Influence Rage. Ooh. Oh my lord, that nade blows Tian back with a blinking health bar. And again, LGD holding on. 4v2 with a revive possible now for Influence. And the center zone, I think it's still going to be favoring Influence Rage here. They should be able to wrap this one up. This might be able to catapult them, I believe, to maybe 90 points. Something like that. So they should be within 10 to 15 points of Weibo. Which could be very important in the grand scheme of things. Now Diego with this opening though. Yo, they don't even need to move. They don't even need to go.
Oh, A7, this is an important fight. Not necessarily for Thunder Talk, although yes it is, but for A7 in particular. Carrillo does go out here. A7 just down to a duo. It's a 2v2 right now. They're going to try and grab AJ if they can. The nade is going to be coming on fourth from Revo, and King just gets blasted with the QBZ there. Zing goes on down. Okay, energized after that big game. But Tianba looking to crash onto LGD, and once again, the opening knock is not in their favor. Wait.
Yeah, I mean, they managed to turn it around, though. They turned around the trade 2 for 1. And Tianba, learning from the mistakes in their previous games, knowing that the slow push was always their problem, but looks like LGD are not giving them a moment to rest. And it is going to be Aiken going for that fight, going for that 1v1 with the S12K, but the third party from Point Donkey surprises us all. And LGD blinking health bars, MBM goes down. Last member left alive. And on another level, I am loving this split from DplusKia.
It's amazing.
Yeah, 2 towards the, I want to say the east side of La Bandita on that high ground in the crater. And then you got Fabian holding the back, knowing that he's watching VD and DRX, who finally use the mollies and the nades without any risk. 2-7 were outside the zone. They're not given an opportunity. And they will be eliminated by Reject. And I like the fact that both Japanese representatives are right next to each other with the same amount of points. Both Korean representatives in DK and DRX are also right next to each other in the leaderboard. Solidarity between the players. Absolutely loving the level between those teams.
Kinotrope could be in a really interesting spot here. We're looking at them being kind of center stage right now. And they're just trying to go do something against DRX. Gatekeep, WBG's move to play now. This is their time moving through, just rolling past everybody. Top going down. Sook as well, though, a little over-aggressive. BTR Razy also in the wings. Yol goes down next. 33, though, has to back off. Rifu's allowed a little bit of time to play here. His teammates back him up here. He now on the ridge looking. Razy as well. It's not going to be partial, but APG do go down. Razy.
He will peek. He just has to do it at the right time, and if Reject all get into the building, then I don't think his angle is going to be that useful. Nades, not able to do that much damage. Lorenzen now switches over to go back into the building. He has Diego with him, and Lil Boy with an off angle. Knocking down Dulo. Evening things out. 3v3. Diego pushing, gets the fight. Pushing one more time. He's doing this all on his own. He wants to take down Ragey and influence Rage. Lil Boy will get traded. Diego, Lorenzen pushing onto Ragey. He has the UMP. Weibo will be stealing those third eliminations as well. They will third party rather. They do manage to steal one of the eliminations away from influence Rage. That's a double-edged sword because you're taking a point away from Spirit, a team that would have used that point to get closer to you. Denying that is worth double. And they're not stopping. Order pushes. They know they have the advantage in numbers and in position. This
Great
one
Molotov.
Molly could spell doom. That's the first, that's the second.
Perfect.
And Order sets them straight. 112 points so far. He's the one that has 3 players. I'm just gonna attribute Sook not being there to him maybe using the bow, but that doesn't matter because right now CDAL push onto DplusKia.
Whoa.
And within a moment, they're all decimated. Weibo and Spirit fighting in the zone for that #1 spot. Whoever wins that fight, quite possibly and probably wins the game. 3-3 set, getting closer. Wants to play in an angle that may not be expected. Exactly. He's trying to get on that roof for that position, and he should be able to unless someone spots him out. He's making a lot of noise with this jumping. This time to pick it up because in fact now did spot him out. Nade, no, it's a Molly. 3-3C's on fire. And we'll be forced to go back.
Nice headshot.
Oh, but Jimmy! Jimmy from Alliance will be able to third party, applies a little bit of pressure, and now Spirit are on the back foot because it's a 3v3, and in fact is fully out. Thanks to Jimmy.
It could go either way here. Team Spirit could do something here unless you Molotov yourself, know me, because that's a really brilliant play. WBG could win this as well, but CD Alliance, man, they've got that angle, they've got the high ground, they can just pinpoint and third party this to smithereens. The nade is good from Order. That's going to be, I think, a Team Spirit loss here. Third place is what they're going to have to be okay with right now. Down they go. WBG making sure they stay on top. Team Spirit do grab that second place back from Influence Rage, but now CD Alliance versus WBG. Great push from Alliance here. They know what they need to do. WBG on the back foot, 110%. Just down to this duo. They're low health. He on the outside though. Cluck versus he. He goes down to Iftar. That is it. That is done. Dusted. Order. Last man standing now. He's gonna go down. And that is gonna be CD Alliance with their first win of the tournament.
Invitational. These 16 teams have one last chance to prove themselves and get as close as possible as they can to Weibo Gaming. And it looks like Squash is starting that in the first moment of the game. Alpha dropped Weibo! Alpha are hot dropping with Weibo Gaming. They are saying that is enough of running away with this lead. You either stop now or we die for it. And that seems to be the play here. Weibo already lost one, but they will gain something in return. HE will trade. 1-for-1. Order responds with a knockout to Carrillo. You may have a global title, but I have a world championship under my belt. The fight continues between Weibo and Alpha 7. Basically fight for tournament life for Alpha 7. Squash, beautiful timing with that nade. As Alpha are eliminating the #1 spot. In 16th place in our final game.
BTR.
I say that, but BTR is here. The third party has arrived. And Order is now left alone against Carrillo and Mafioso. Mafioso, a lot of damage with that nade. Knock from Order once again, showing us why. He's a world champion, but Carrillo is lying and waiting.
And for A7 here today, possibly even just ruining their chances of a good day here, of a good day tomorrow, of a straight, strong trajectory moving into day 3. We'll see how it plays out, though. BTR looking for a strong affront. Ooh, almost going down there, Snape. But that's going to be it.
Here comes the MVP in damage in the limbs. Here comes Federals, and he's hungry. But he gets put right down into the ground. Then BTR. It's all down to Zjol. Satorlest. They are not accepting this loss. They are not accepting this fight. And that they will accept. A knock onto Tian to even things out. Wait.
Yeah,
The
that
damage.
damage.
No, the damage.
Yep.
The damage from the zone takes down Lil Boy. Playzone secures the elimination onto Lorenzen. Lil Boy went down to the zone, so that point will not go to LGD. Diego will be the last man standing. They know that game-winning position. They want to try and see if they can take it. So Tian pushes up. Schweppes with the cover. One goes down. Tony secures it. Afu with the nade close range. Not sure if that's the best decision to make at this point. He's gonna cook it quite a lot. Is the timing gonna be right? Throws it a little bit too far. Afu will go down. Tony K has something to say, but LGD, they're still continuing this. Lane pushes all the way, and I feel like that was just sending it for the sake of sending it. And LGD now left with MVM. Must be up to 10 now, because they secured 3 from LGD. And the 4th is just waiting to be secured now. MVM trying to peek, trying to do a little bit of damage. Maybe give an opportunity for another team to ruin Vampires' day. He secures 1, focuses on yet another player. He's not able to get the second one down. 1v4, what can you do? Gap between them.
Yeah.
It is going to be a little bit more relaxed for them now, but we are nowhere near relaxing as Thunder Talk. Hold on, split second. Boom, boom, boom. Madness.
Absolute madness. I tell you who's still here, though. It is Void Donkey. They're looking to come back here up against BTR. Satar will grab 1, though. This could be the end of them. Just down to 2. Vexy and Zeta. Schweppes up to 8 elims. Tony K bringing it back after the multiple early elims with those 4. Here we go. Thunder Talk under fire. Tony K trying to do all the business. Not quite able to finish up, though. Not able to get that last elim, or the last shot in, to make it an elim. And here we go. Top 4. BTR, Thunder Talk, DRX, and Vampire Esports. 2 in the top 6, 2 in the bottom half of that leaderboard. Oh, he just able to avoid those shots a little bit more, but not the nade. UX, man. What on earth is he on now?
No, but Schweppes stole it.
Oh,
Schweppes. Okay, I have to see how many actual knocks that Vampire got and how many actual elims. There is definitely some broad daylight robbery being done right here, right now.
The zone
committed in front of all these teams.
The
zone will
gets
start closing. Does it? Oh,
yeah.
Ooh boy, that's not gonna help. That's not gonna be helpful because right now it's gonna get more and more difficult. But TT might be able to get that revive still.
Nice smokes. Gotta
Yeah,
run
so
for it. How is he
that they
still
do.
alive?
It is what it is. Sometimes the game's the game. And right now, boy, are they playing the game. But Thunder Talk, at some point, they will get exposed to that high ground. And also, Vampire will have to make their move. They're going to have to play a little bit lower because that high ground is going to be exceptionally exposed. QZC
Wow.
from PRX bites the dust. BTR left in the top 2 alongside Thunder Talk. Tony K finally goes down. And now it's going to be Vampire left with 1 player. 16 eliminations, but it's 1 player who has 9.
Sitar.
That's going to be the 10th elimination if he secures it. But it's going to be him versus Sitting, and he
Nice.
takes it down. That's the 10th elimination for Sweps. And now it's a 1v2. Him versus BTR. Can he get to 19? Can he secure these 2 final eliminations against the best player so far in this tournament? In Federals, pulling up with the nade, peeking, trying to take the 1v1. Sweps, lovely jump shot, but it fails. And it scores. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
So close.
BTR vitality.
5.
So, okay, so here's the thing. This changes quite a lot of things. 1, Weibo in 122.